Hello and welcome to Edit with Ease. Today we will talk about how to use the text-to-speech feature in Descript. If you've not used Descript before, click the link in the description below and download it for free so that you can follow along with me. If you've not used text-to-speech before, this is a really nice feature. You can put any kind of text into Descript and it will turn it into speech. So if you are doing faceless videos, or if you are working on a video project for school, this can be a very good option. And you can actually use the stock voices in Descript for free. You don't even need a paid subscription. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, I have put together a paragraph about the oldest recorded sport. And for text to speech, all you have to do is type in or paste your existing text. So I'm going to paste in my text here. Okay, and then if you can see here, all of this text is blue. I'm going to show my timeline. I clicked here in the bottom. I want to do that again just in case you didn't see. It's right down here at the bottom, show timeline. So if you look here, the timeline doesn't have anything on it. It's just blue and blank. See that? I'll try and play. I'll click here at the and start to play it. And as you can see, the cursor is moving and there are no words. So in order to add some speech to this, click the Add Speaker option. And here is a list of my speakers that I already have. But instead of using what I've already created for me for my overdub, I'm going to click Browse Stock AI Speakers. So we're going to click there, and here are many free speakers that you can use. Look at all of these. We have men and women, and they break it down into conversational. It says adult masculine, narrator, male and female for all of these. We've got corporate, announcer, Australian, and I think there is a British. Yeah, Ian is British. So in order to just test these and decide which one you want, all you have to do is choose one and just hover over here. You see where it says play and click.
Life is like a camera. Just focus on what's important.
Okay, so I know that I want a woman's voice. So I am going to choose, well, let's listen to Audrey. She's British.
Life is like a camera. Just focus on what's important.
That's pretty neat. Okay, let's try another one. All right, Carla is corporate. Let's try her.
Life is like a camera. Just focus on what's important.
Okay, and we'll just try Don for fun. He's an announcer voice.
Life is like a camera. Just focus on what's important.
Okay, well, who am I going to choose here? Let's see. How about we choose Nancy? She's conversational. I'll play her so we can listen.
Life is like a camera. Just focus on what's important.
So I'm going to just click here. And do you see here the speaker label is now Nancy, and all of the words are just going in and out. That shows you that Descript is creating the voice for this. And the bottom of the timeline, when it's done, we'll see that there is audio here. So depending on how large your script is, it might be right away or it can be up to a minute. And you can put as much text in here as you want. I just have a little bit here just to show you how to do this. And as you can see here, now we have our script and our voice all the way down here on the bottom. Let's go ahead and listen.
The oldest sport ever recorded is wrestling, dating back over 5,000 years in ancient Egypt. It's like the ancient version of a wrestling match you might see today, but without all the fancy gear. Wrestlers back then had to rely on their strength, quick moves, and smart tactics.
Okay, that's pretty nice. One thing I want to show you is if you want to change any of these words, you can do it just like you would edit anything in Descript. So I'm going to edit out this part. I'm going to highlight its all the way to gear and then just press the delete key. And as you can see, that's gone. Now, when you change anything, Descript reorganizes the information and it takes just a moment for it to finish. So you'll have to wait for a moment. So if you want to change the speaker again and have someone else speaking, just go to the sentence that you want and then press enter. Then press the plus sign, and we are going to menu over here, insert speaker label. And we're going to change this from Nancy to one of the other AI speakers. And this time we're going to choose Bernard. This is how he sounds.
Life is like a camera.
Okay, I'm going to press enter. And as you can see, it's flashing. That means it's working on Bernard. And see, Nancy is green down here, and Bernard is this purplish color. All right, well, let's go ahead and play the whole thing.
The oldest sport ever recorded is wrestling, dating back over 5,000 years in ancient Egypt. Wrestlers back then had to rely on their strength, quick moves, and smart tactics to win.
They competed in front of crowds, just like athletes do today, trying to outwit and overpower their opponent to become the top wrestler.
That actually sounded really good. Well, I just want to say here one last thing. You can play around with the punctuation to make the AI voice sound more authentic. And I like the way that this is already because it has the commas in there, which will put a pause, and the periods or full stops to make a longer pause. But if for any reason you wanted it to sound a little differently, we could just get rid of this comma. All right, so let's listen to see how it sounds now without the comma.
The oldest sport ever recorded is wrestling, dating back over 5,000 years in ancient Egypt.
All right, so I don't know if you noticed, but there was less of a pause. It still sounded natural, but the pause is more pronounced with the comma in there. And that still is true for the periods and any other punctuation. Sometimes if you put in several periods, like 3 or 4 of them in a row, that will make the pause a little bit longer. So you just have to play around with it. But that is how you use text-to-speech in Descript. I hope you got value out of this video. And if you did, please like and subscribe to help the algorithm. I would really appreciate that. And I will see you in the next video. You can do it just like you would edit anything in Descript. All right, so let me decide when I'm going to edit here.